here. Okay. So this is going to be the most popular safe lock that there is on the market. Sergeant Greenleaf, and it's got a 3-wheel combination lock. There is another company, Lagarde, that makes one too. Changing process and the way that these open is going to be pretty much exactly the same. There are some weird safes that are like, if they're super antique, super old, they're going to have their own individual ones like Mulger and Diebold and stuff, but they're going to be very, very rare. Mm-hmm. This is going to be what's super common. This is on almost every mechanical lock that there is, gun safes, all that fun stuff. So the way that it works is, when we're spinning, right side up, remember? Mm-hmm. Yes. Operating index, right. Changing index. I'm going to be backwards if I'm doing this, but see how we're just collecting all those wheels, and like if we turn it that way and that way, right? All right. See how 1, 2, 3 individual wheels turn. So when you're collecting them, you're just scooping them all up. Okay.
Getting them all lined up with each other, kind of.
There's the change key hole, and we'll go over that in a minute. These notches right here, these are called the gates. Okay? Okay. Now the gates, when this is dialed properly, all line up, and the fence, this bit right here, falls down into there. Okay. When that happens, that hook is allowed to fall into that right there, and it pulls the bolt up. So if we dial this correctly, I'll dial it, it's going to be easier for it to be facing me. Okay, so that's when we're going to pass it, and see why we're passing it? It's now picking up the second wheel, and now we're going to line that second wheel up where it needs to fall in. Bingo. And you can see how it's lining up. Cool. And then this is where we're going to go. See how that wheel's not moving? Yep. We're going past it. And then after we pass it, we're going to pick it up again. Okay? Bingo. Now all those are lined up just like that. And let's watch what's going to happen. Watch that fence. Okay. Oop, this one's super picky and super tight. Click. And so that goes in there, that pulls up, and that's the stopping that you're feeling. Right. Is all of this is all bound up and in there, and then when you physically push it back, you physically see 1, 2, 3 then before it picks them all up. Right. Okay. So when we're dialing this into the change key index, you're basically lining these squares. See these squares? And that's what that change key is going to go in there. So what happens is you line them all up so they're over here. That's why the change key index is that far off.
And then they go through all of them.
And then it's going to go through all of them. Okay. And then you basically disconnect them from the wheel. And then when you set the combination, you retighten them, and then it's set in the new combination. So if we dial this
that makes sense. To
the change key index, and basically the combination's super simple right now. It's just 50, 25, 50. 50, 1, 2, 3, 50. Right? So see how they're all lined up over there? And see how that box is lined up right in there? Yep. You're going to insert that, like I said, all the way up to there. If it's like that,
it won't work.
It will not work. It has to be 1000% all the way in to where that line is cut out. Turn 90 degrees. We're going to reset it to 10, 20, 30 just because it's super easy to remember. Okay, so we're going to spin. Look at the wheels, they're not spinning. Right. Right? Okay, so we're going to set it to, the biggest thing is remembering to set it to the change key index. Right. Because I've done that. Set it and then you set it to this and oops, or you just have one number and it messes you up. So we got 10. Once, twice, 3 times, once, twice to 30. Then we're going to turn that back up. We'll go. This one never gets used because it's a test lock. So, okay, right?
Right.
So then we're going to turn. And we'll do 10, pass 20 once, pass 20 twice, land on 20 the third time, pass 30 once, land on 30 the third time. See how they're all lined up?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to drop.
Cool.
Bingo.
Wow.
You want to try it? You want to change it? You can't mess anything up.
I can try it.
Sure. Here, you sit in the seat. Okay. So first of all, you're going to dial everything to the change key index.
Change key index. Always to the left, right?
Yeah, let's hold it right up in front of that if we can. Or here, I'll just grab this. So don't hold that to me, just hold it to you. Okay? And I'll film what is actually happening back here.
To the left. So it's
4 times. You just get used to that. You know, you're just collecting all the gates.
3, 4, and that's 20, right?
We're going to start at 10, 23.
10.
But are you changing it to the change key
I'm
index?
going to that.
Okay.
So it's 10.
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then left again, right?
Yep.
Or go back to
Well, you just went left. You need to go right.
10 and then
Pass 20 once. Pass 20 twice.
the third time, right?
And land on it the third time.
Time and then back.
And then we're going to pass 30 right away. You probably already passed it, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to land on it. 30. Bingo. So take our change key. Insert it back here. Change key index. So it's square with this fin. Click, and then double check you're all the way in. And turn to the left. No, that way. Whatever way that way is, sorry. Okay? And you just leave it.
You just leave it.
Now you're going to flip the lock around. Now, what's just a super easy number? Well, let's change it back to the 25, 50, 25. So we're going to go...
Left.
Yep.
1, 2.
You can actually see those wheels moving in there. That's pretty cool.
3.
Mm-hmm.
And then back to what?
You set it at 25. We're going to go to 50.
Oh, I went 20.
Oh. Then keep going that way. No. We're already messed up.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Let's just
Okay,
clear,
start
re-clear. That's fine.
It.
So 25.
5.
Mm-hmm. Back this way, the opposite way. Pass 50 once. Pass 50 twice. And land on it the third time.
50.
Beautiful. Now back to the left, left. Pass 25 once. Land on it the third time. Beautiful. Now stop. Don't touch anything. Turn the change key and remove it. Now let's dial it in to make sure you did it right. Well, just keep going. You only have to turn it. You don't, okay, so you did it 4 times and you went past it. You just go one more time because you've already done your 4.
So it's 25.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing
20 again. Are you doing that, or to that one? Yeah, so there you go. There's 1. 50 once. 50 twice. 53 times.
50.
The other way. 25. Pass it once.
Once.
Pass it once. And then you're going to land right on it.
25. Right there.
Beautiful. Now rotate it until it stops. In the opposite way you were just rotating. There you go.
Bam.
Bam. Now
Cool.
pull it all the way up. Pull it all the way up. You need to get that extra feeling. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Because the safe's not going to open until you pull that up.
Right. Okay.
So that's the mechanics of how everything's working in there.
Cool.
Now that's going to be the most common thing that we're going to do with these is changing combinations, doing that kind of stuff, maybe doing a little service work. And that's why these mechanical locks don't fail very often. I mean, usually they're extremely reliable because it's just a 3-wheel system as compared to electronic locks.
That makes sense.
But every now and then we'll have to service them. When we do drilling, see where they mounted this screw? Okay, when we drill one of these, guess what we're looking at? That drill point is right on with those gates. So we stick that scope in there and we line those gates up and I can see the fence and the gate, and that's how you drill a safe and see exactly what you're dialing.
Oh, cool.
So that's later, but the basics of it is right here. Wayne's Lock Shop, we strive to be the leading resource in tips, tricks, and educational videos for locksmiths. Videos are added every week on topics ranging from rekeying high security locks to marketing your locksmith business and everything in between. Safe openings, car openings, installation tool reviews, and bypass methods are all plentiful on this secure website built by and for locksmiths. If you are a locksmith and want an inexpensive resource that will prove invaluable to you and your business, then Wayne's Lock Shop is the place for you. Please sign up today at wayneslockshop.com.